So next part, I will show the SDA in CCIE. Okay, so I want to show the SDA for you. So we know SDN is very important for Cisco. So I know Cisco Satellite in version 1.1 in EI Lab, SDN will have many changes. So today we must know the SDN knowledge. Okay, so let's see first what's software-defined networking SDN. So first, an approaching and architecture in networking where control and data planes are decoupled and the intelligence state are logically centralized. So second, an enabling technology where underlying network infrastructure is arbitrary from the application networking. So third, a concept that leverages programmability interface to enable external systems to influence network provisioning, control, and operation. So the traditional networks have so many problems, such as secure onboarding, complex to manager, and slow issue resolution. So in SDN, we use SDA to solve learn problems. We use SDA to solve learn problems and SD1 for one problems. So today we will focus on the knowledge point related to SDA. Okay, so let's know the SDA. Let's master SDA first. So if we master SDA, we must know the fabric. Okay, so SDA, we must know the fabric concept. So what's the fabric? So fabric is important concept. It provides an overlay network. Okay, so an overlay network is a logical topology. It's used to connect device virtually. Okay, so built on top of some arbitrary physical underlying topology. And the overlay network typically use alternate forwarding properties to provide additional service other than those provided by the underlying layer. So fabric contains three features. Okay, so let's see the fabric features. Okay, first, control plane based on list. So what's Lisp? Okay, Lisp is locator. Okay, so locator and ID separation protocol. Okay, so this is Lisp. Second is data plane based on VLAN, VRF and SGT. VRF, but in SDA, the VRF is VN. So VN is the same as the VRF. Okay, so and SGT is scalable group tagging. So thirdly is about policy plane with Cisco TrustSec. Okay, so let's see the SDA consists of three major roles at the same time: control plane, edge, and border. Control plane, edge, and border. So what's the control plane? Okay, what's the control plane and what about the edge and the border? Okay, so control plane node. Let's introduce this first. Control plane runs a host checking database. Okay, it's including database to map location information. So a simple host database that map ID among other attributes to a current location. And database support multiple type of ID lookup types: IPv4, IPv6, or MAC. and it can receive endpoint ID mapping registration for IP prefix from edge or border node. Okay, so it's about our control plane. So what's about the edge node? So what's the edge node? So edge node, it provides first hop for users or device connect to fabric. So edge board is responsible for identifying and authenticating endpoint, and it's used to register specific endpoint ID information. Also, edge node, it will provide anycast L3 gateway for connected, and it will also performs encapsulation or decapsulation or data traffic to and from all connected endpoint. So it's about our edge board. So border. So what's border node? Okay, so border node is entry and exit point for data traffic going into and out of a fabric. So if we know border node, we must know border has three types. It's including internal border, external border, and internal and external. Anywhere it has three types. So what's the internal border or external border or internal and external border? So internal border, we know it's used to connect our traditional network, routing and switching. Okay, so it's internal board. And the external board, it's used to connect our internet, ISP, internet. So if the device is internal and external border, it has the route to traditional network and it can use to connect the ISP. Okay, so it's the border, our border node. So let's see the three rows: control plane, edge, and the border used in our CCIE lab. Okay, so we can see what's the three rows placed in our CCIE lab. Okay, so you can see this is the SDA and SD1 topology. SDA and SD1 topology. So okay, so let's see the requirement about the SDN. So we need to know the topology. So these are about our traditional network DC, and these are our branch 1 and branch 2. So there are three switch 400, switch 401 and 402. It's belong to our external border because it's connected to it's belong to our external border, have default route to the ISP. Okay, so one CCIE will be available. Okay, so our CCIE lab version 1.1 is updating. So because we need to ensure the solution has high score. So you need to wait a moment. But SPOTO will ensure the solution will pass. So you can wait a moment, but we are updating it. We are updating. So maybe we need a few time. Because I CCI tutor, I and my my colleagues and I are updating this solution. Okay, so if you want to know the progress, you can contact you can contact tutor. Okay. Okay, so let's see the CCIE EI Lab SDN requirement first. So you can see this part belong to 3A. We need to configure configure Takasis. So this part related to ISE. Okay, so this part we won't share in detail. We just see the next part is about our VM. Okay, so in CCIE EI Lab, so a branch has 3 VM. It's including guest VM and employee VM and IoT VM. So we need to configure 3 VM. I just told you VM is VRF. So this switch need to has 3 VM. So you can see. Okay, a new VM virtual network IoT and create the address pool for IoT VM and the IoT VM for branch 1, branch 2. So you need to allocate the address pool. So configure the address pool for guest VM. Okay, so this part is just to configure VM. Okay, but SDA isn't very difficult for SDN. SD1 is more difficult for our students because SD1 has root leak and the central policy, local policy, so it's very difficult. Maybe I will share SD1 technology next time. Okay. So let's see the next part. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to know more CCIE EI Lab version 1.1 for more, you can also contact our admin to get the demo. Okay, to get demo, we can provide the routing switching demo and the design for you. Okay. So let's continue. Okay, so most of you are worried about our CCIE EI Lab version 1.1. Okay, so today I will introduce the CCIE EI Lab status. So after the CCIE title changes, do you still need to study version 1.0? So it's depend on yourself. If you hasn't learned the CCIE version 1.0, I will suggest you to learn the version 1.0 because routing switch hasn't changed much. Okay, it's many change in our SDN. Okay, so routing and switching is worth you to learn it. And when we will provide the new solution. Okay, so you don't worry about it. We are updating it. So we just need a little time to protect our solution correct. So if we complete it, we will inform you. Okay, so I need to tell you, maybe some countries has fewer test location. So if you plan to achieve CCIE certification in 2024, I would suggest you to reserve test location in advance. You can book April and April, so you can have many time. You can have enough time to prepare. Because generally our students need to CCIE, because generally some friends need 3 months to prepare CCIE lab. Some friends just need 2 months to prepare. So I will suggest you to book the CCIE test location April, so you have enough time to prepare. Okay. Okay, so you can see this is our version 1.1 topology. It's basically the same as our old version. Okay, you can see it just there are fewer changes in our topology. You can see the VH is changed to CH. These are CH. Okay, so the topology basically the same as the old topology. So also you can see these are about our CCIE EI lab latest demo. So anyone who want to get this real demo, you can join in comment room to get a latest demo. Group members only. Okay, it's just for group members only. So if you want to know more, you can contact our admin. Okay, so you can see it's next part we will introduce the CCIE lab service package. So we have talked loads about EI exam overview and the process. So I think you must wonder how to pass the CCIE EI lab exam in less time. So also if you want to boost salary, it's the best time to choose SPOTO learning package, which can help you pass in 3 months. So let's show you the passing secret. The passing secret step by step. Okay. So first, EI Lab has 2 modules, including design and the DOO. So design is very simple. We just need to learn the DOO. Okay. So we know DOO has 5 hours, but if you want to, if I were your CCI tutor, I would suggest you to complete DOO within 3.5 hours. Okay, because you will experience many difficulty in your exam. So if you haven't enough time, if you don't familiar with the CCIE EI lab solution, you will fail the exam. Okay, so secondly is about our CCIE rack. Okay, so we will provide sufficient rack for everyone. You can flexibly arrange your spare time to practice through the cloud. Our CCIE rack mainly in China and North American, so you don't worry about CCIE rack. Okay, and our practice environment will separate routing, switching, SDN, and the programming, and finally we'll have a fusion experiment. So these are about routing and switching, and these are about our SDN. So it's basically the same. As the test room, so you can play your own practice time and adapt to the test room environment for practice in advance. And when you practice, we will help you to verify your practice quality to ensure your practice. Okay. So the overall reg practice environment is very convenient for you, and the main environment is almost the same as the test room. 99% identical to test room. Okay, so here I would like to briefly introduce our service process and what you can get if you choose our CCIE lab training course. First, we provide one-to-one service at the VIP level, and we will distribute EI lab solution. All study material that are the same as the exam content. So we will provide reg exercise. And if you encounter any problems or difficulties, so we will help you to solve them. So we will arrange the sprint plan for your master needing attention in the exam. So we will make sure you pass the CCIE in one pass in the exam. Okay, so here is the CCIE EI Lab version 1.1 service package, and you can get. So we provide 3 months service time, so you will have enough time to practice, and it's including material, reg, physical reg, SDN, and routing and switching reg. It's no limit for you. Okay, it's no limit for you. But I want to tell you, in many vendor, they don't provide routing and switching reg for you. They just need to install EVNG. Okay, but for SPOTO, we just provide routing switching reg for you, and it's also no limit hours for you. Okay, so it's very flexible for you. Okay, and also we will provide latest lab exam feedback, so it can ensure it can avoid any difficulties during your exam. Okay, so you can see this is our study plan for everyone to pass the EI lab exam at one time. Okay, so at the CCIE EI lab has 2 modules. So we deliver lab service and learning material in stage. Okay, the first step is routing and switching reg and the solution. The learning cycle is 3 to 4 weeks. So the step 2 is SDN. It's need to 1 month to master, and it's also use our CCIE reg. So no need to consume a local computer. Practice anytime, anywhere. So if you complete the first stage, we will verify the quality of your practice. Okay, and programming is also simple for you. So the main difficulties is our routing, switching, and SDN, and last is our design. So programming and design, you don't worry about it. Okay, you just need to recite it. Okay, so let's see. Here I want to share my preparation tips for our CCIE students. First, lab requirement and provisioning. If you want to take the exam, you must familiarize yourself with and understand the lab topology and the requirement. Okay, so you should understand the provisioning environment for each device. And second, lab topology data analyze. Practice lab content in module. Analyze the routing data clearly. So identify weak point, summarize the fault, and share your troubleshooting ideas with our tutor or with our classmate. Okay, you should completely practice lab version without referring the solution to improve your proficiency and accuracy. And last, contact tutor for periodic quality inspection. This is very important to verify your own shortcomings, and consolidate communicate with tutor more. Okay, you should be able to follow your tutor's preparation tips. Okay, so these are my exchange experience with CCIE student. So I hope you can follow this advice. So these are our feedback from other candidates. So you can see we will provide stable solution for you. This solution are the design and the DO were exactly the same as our examination rule. Okay, so all question the same. The solution is stable. So we need to ensure the solution is right, is stable. Okay.